Now let's meet our next competitor from Frisco, Texas. This 17-year-old has found a way to repurpose something we all take for granted and help the environment with his company Groundify. Please welcome Gurnur Narula.
How many of you drink coffee? Although it's the world's most popular beverage, coffee does have a flip side: waste production. Globally, about 4 billion pounds of spent coffee grounds, a nutrient-rich byproduct of coffee, end up in landfills, causing the harmful degradation of our environment. There must be a solution to save our environment and enjoy a cappuccino. Presenting Groundify. Groundify is the first U.S. social enterprise that looks to minimize greenhouse gas emissions and create a circular economy by repurposing spent coffee grounds that are collected from local cafes into eco-friendly, consumer-facing products. Our products include spent coffee ground-infused skincare products and candles. Now you might be asking, why these products? 2 reasons: efficiency and demand. These products appeal to a large consumer base, whereas the spent coffee grounds have high calorific value and properties of exfoliation and scent. For Groundify's service aspect, our primary target market is environmentally conscious cafes. For the product portfolio, the potential market is focused on the diverse range of individuals as we retail our products both online and at our partnered locations. Our marketing plan revolves around sustainability. Specifically, local cafes will be attracted to our partnership due to an extra revenue source and their membership in Groundify Green, our environmental coalition. For our products, we look to couple utility with sustainability to reach a larger market. Now let's crunch a few numbers. Our products range from $13 to $16. When selling to coffee shops, we make an average profit margin of 45%, while we make an 80% profit margin when sold directly to consumers. Thus far, in only 1 month of sales, Groundify has made over $2,000, and we look to make $100,000 in sales this coming year as we expand our sales channels and invest in marketing efforts. As every great entrepreneur knows, both reflection and progression are equally as important. Since its launch in March, Groundify has not only registered as an LLC in the state of Texas, but has set up an e-commerce platform on its website, groundify.org, has successfully repurposed 1,000 pounds of spent coffee grounds in only 3 months, and has a patent-pending invention for a smart drying container to better collect and repurpose spent coffee grounds. Now that is what I call social impact. For the future, we look to imitate our success story to other U.S. metropolitan cities and expand our product range. Finally, we can all relax with a cappuccino and a Groundify product by our side, knowing that we are driving positive environmental change. Thanks a lot for your time.
Well done. We now turn to the question and answer portion of the competition. You will have 1 minute to answer these questions from the judges. You'll get 3 total. First up, we will be hearing from Judge Sujay. Please state your question.
Thanks for the presentation, and we're also from Texas, my brother and I, so it's nice to see some fellow Texans here. Let me ask you a quick question about your pickup. You mentioned that you go and have a supply chain that picks up all the grounds from cafes and then delivers them. When you go nationally, how do you imagine coordinating that supply and processing warehouse?
That is an integral aspect of our growth plan and scalability, in which we look to streamline the collection process by partnering with transportation and collection companies in the U.S. metropolitan cities we are working in. In addition, we look to move into warehouse facilities in each of these metropolitan areas so as to streamline the manufacturing, collecting, and repurposing of our products so that we can ship out bulk items, and these product ranges will grow so we can manufacture in those operational facilities and provide our products online and at our partnered locations.
All right, Judge Michelle, your turn to ask a question.
Great presentation. So my question to you is around the safety of this process. I would imagine that there might be some safety requirements that you have to really think about and create inside of collecting collecting your materials and then repurposing them. Can you speak to that, please?
Definitely. Thank you for your question. The safety requirements range from the actual pickup to the coffee grounds, to the repurposing, to the actual development of the products. We make sure that we follow the correct and appropriate sanitary procedures to make sure that we're picking up spent coffee grounds, especially during a pandemic, and providing a replacement box to our local partners so that they can collect spent coffee grounds. In addition, that's where the patent comes in, as it will monitor moisture content and the temperature of the spent coffee grounds that are collected so as to prevent any formation or the minimal formation of mold during the collection process. In addition, when we're repurposing the spent coffee grounds, we make sure to air dry them to the appropriate moisture level so that they can be repurposed into candles and our skincare products. In addition, since it is a skincare product, we don't need FDA approval, but we have gotten it certified and are tested.
Thank you.
All right, Judge Patty, last question for you.
Good morning. Good presentation. Good morning. Thank you. I'm just curious. It's a really interesting concept. How did you come up with the idea?
Thank you for your question. Groundify's origin story is actually very unique. I'm a saxophone performer, and recently I was invited to perform a saxophone solo in Vienna, Austria. And naturally, while touring the great Austrian cities, I took part in the rampant coffee and food culture. However, notice how Austria was landfill-free. It was a landfill-free society, so all the waste was repurposed in some form or fashion. Considering that aspect, when coming back home to Frisco, Texas, I strove to make Frisco a landfill-free society as well, considering our growing coffee culture. Therefore, through local jazz gigs, I noticed how spent coffee grounds were thrown away into landfills. And upon loads of primary research, I figured out that coffee grounds are a nutrient-rich resource. Therefore, naturally, everything fell into place. I started contacting and cold calling local businesses, such as coffee shops, collecting my raw material, and repurposing them into eco-friendly consumer-facing products.
All right, great job.